What's up, folks? Honey's Morning Update, September 21st, Fed Day. So Fed speaks at 2 p.m., then presser after that at 2:30. Over under today is basically 38.80, 38.79. We're above that now. 30.90 is your high. That's actually a decent level. But 39.05 is really the level I want to see above for anything bullish. Above 39.05, you've got the 39.23, 39.25 level. Then your 39.56, 57 level. And then 73 to 74 level. Above that, you do have the 80 there. But I would see if we get above that 73, 74 level, that would just pave the way for 4,000. Could we see 4,000 today? Yes. Not much is off the table today in movement wise. Let's go back to July really quick for here's your 38, 38, 38.40 level. This was defended yesterday. They stopped it at 43 and reversed it. So we could test this again. We could go down to 34, then rally back. But again, I think that level should be defended again. If we lose it, the big level is 37.97, 37.95, that area. That that's a substantial level. And if we lose that, then it's off to the races downside. You're looking at 80 and 52 and 37.23 really. So we'll see. Again, I would assume even catastrophic. I think that this 37.97 level will hold. As of now, we're just kind of consolidating here. We've just kind of been up and down, kind of in the same area. So I would assume that today we're just going to kind of stick here until the decision at 2 p.m. depending. We do have a housing number coming out at 10. I can look at that in a second, but this is just kind of where we're at. From a rate hike perspective, you've got one bank's at 50-point hike. The majority are at 3/4 hike, and then you've got another one at 1-point hike. I would assume that they would do a 3/4 or a full point. I would not be surprised if they do a full point today. Full point would be bearish. 3/4 point, I believe, is pretty much priced in. And then if they cut a half only, then I think we see 4,000. But again, 3/4 might be bullish as well, just because it's so priced in. We have such a strong base right here that we might just start to head back up. Something to think about. So I think the only really bearish aspect would be a full point hike. But that's just my opinion. Let's look at currencies. So the euro, after the Putin speech last night or this morning, it lost that 995 level. Next level to watch is the 986 level. We lose that 86 level on a closing basis, it should pave the way to 95. Same thing with the yen here. So we close above that 45 level, and that should pave the way to 50. Again, I'm still very bullish to dollar, but the rate hike will change that, or should change that. We'll have some currency moves depending on what that is, what that decision is. Cash gap from yesterday, 3,900. 38.76. So we could see that maybe filled today early. Something to just kind of watch out, see if they pop that up and come down. Sometimes they'll move the market early in one way or the other, and then bring it back into kind of a neutral state before the number. And then your downside 38.17, 37.90, that is also obtainable today. I don't see this one up here being, I wouldn't worry about that little guy today. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. What was that housing number? Existing home sales. So we'll take a look at that. I don't know if that's going to have any influence. A lot of macro happening. And again, this is going to be a wild day. We've got a lot of, with the whole Russia thing and China and Nat gas is screaming early. So we'll see kind of what's going to happen here. These days are really tough. Typically, after a Fed announcement, you're going to have a move in a major move in one direction, and then it usually reverts back and reverses that. So typically, the first move is wrong. Will that hold steady? I don't know. I'm just letting you know that typically you'll see that. So if, let's say it's a 3-quarter hike and the market drops, typically that's probably a PCS because, it's going to revert back up. But we've also seen them move and just continue to go. So it really depends on if they shock the market or not, with a 50 or a full point. But again, I think that 3/4 are pretty priced in. Other than that, stay safe. Typically these days I kind of stay away from, unless I see a glaring opportunity. This is more of a popcorn day for me. But anyway, stay safe. I'll be in the room all day.